Technology, sports, music, fashion.
Bula, I'm Sam and welcome to Pacific Beach Street. Today I'm catching up with Elo Menno P. This is our website right here.
Oh, nice move, bub. Get on my way. You've inspired me so much, Sam. I'm gonna learn all about contemporary dance with Moss Patterson.
You're gonna be so good at that, Koryn. Kia ora, I'm Michael, and we're spreading the love this week with a family trip to learn about diabetes.
Great idea, Michael. Hey, I'm Kalia, and today I go extreme mountain bike jumping. Yeah!
So cool, you must have legs of steel. Speaking of steel, come with me to find out how it's made. Go, Michael!
Go, Michael! We love Tongans! We love Tongans!
Technology.
Steel production is a massive operation, as you can see, but do you know what really goes into it and where it all begins? We're here at Glenbrook, the biggest steel mill site in New Zealand, to find out. Come on. This is the sand from the sand dunes at the Waikato River mouth, and it's also the site for the Waikato North Head mine site. Guys, meet Hoani from the Glenbrook Steel Mill. How much of this sand does New Zealand Steel use a year?
We use over 1 million tonnes of sand. 80% of it comes back and is re-sculptured into the land, and we plant marron grass and trees. So we try and get it back as close as we can to what it used to look like before we mined it.
If only 20% of it gets made into steel, how do you extract it?
Well, it goes through a bit of a washing process first, then it gets magnetically separated.
So is it like using a huge magnet just to extract all the iron?
Yeah.
How do you get the sand from here to the steel mill?
Well, we mix it with a bit of water and we pump it as a slurry through a pipeline up to the mill.
Sweet. Let's go back to the mill and check it out. Now, is the steel produced here make up a big part of the New Zealand economy?
Yeah, Mike, it makes up about 1% of GDP. So if you think about that in terms of dollars, that's hundreds of millions of dollars.
Now, I noticed there's a lot of smoke going up in the background. Is that all going straight into the atmosphere?
Okay, so that's not really smoke, that's actually water.
Oh,
so it's steam that's generated through the process.
Now, the slurry has travelled like 18 kilometres underground in a pipe. What happens to it next?
We put it through the rotary kiln, and that helps us to remove a lot of the oxygen and the impurities that are in the actual sand. And then we put it into the melter, and that's where we actually heat it up so much that it turns into a liquid. We still have a few impurities in it when it finishes going through the melter process, and that's why we have to put it through the steel plant.
Even from up here, I can feel the heat. How hot is it?
So these slabs are in above 1,000 degrees.
Why does it need to get so hot?
We need to get it hot enough so that we can get all the impurities out, get all that mixing going. So now it's almost all iron except for a very small amount of carbon. We put a few other additives in like manganese, makes it a bit tougher and a bit harder.
Where's it going to go to from here?
It goes out to our slab yard and cools down a little bit, and once it's been inspected and okayed, we send it over to the hot mill.
This is the hot mill.
Yeah, so what happens is we heat up the slab again so that it's hot enough for us to bend and shape. And then we put it through those big rolling pins that you saw, and that reduces the thickness of the slab. And from there we run it through a series of rollers or finishing rollers just to get the strip thickness down even further, and then it comes off the line as a coil.
And where's it going to go to from here?
What we do is we put it through the cold rolling mill, take it over to the metal coating line, we put a bit of galvanised or zinc aluminum coating on it, and then from there we either make it into roofing products or cladding, and we send it over to the paint line and we get it painted, and that's where we get colour steel from.
Sweet. Well, I think I'm going to go check out some of your finished product. Thank you very much for taking us around, Hoani.
You're welcome, very much.
Sweet. And here it is, the final product from sand to steel. That train's on its way to deliver to Southland. Thank you very much, Hoani, everyone here at New Zealand Steel. If you want to know more about New Zealand's biggest steel mill, check out the website below, and I'll see you back at the house. Later.
All right, we're in Sam's room because this has got the most space for me to warm up for my dance story. Kalia, what do I do? Okay. You lean forward. Right. Oh, what's this? Oh my God! Ew! It's yours. Oh, I'm worried about Sam, eh? After my Moss Patterson story, we gotta have a talk to him about his rocker lifestyle. At least he uses protection.
fashion,
For centuries, people have told their stories using dance, from hula to ballet, even to the pop like a drop it, pop like a drop it. But how do contemporary dancers tell their stories? And what is contemporary dance? Today we're here at Hoani Waititi Marae to meet one of the country's most respected choreographers, Moss Patterson, to find out. Let's go. Woohoo! Everybody meet Moss Patterson. Kia ora hoa.
Kia ora hoa.
Now, Moss, we're in this beautiful marae.
That's right.
What does marae have to do with dance?
They contain stories and the traditions of particular tribes. And my mahi as a contemporary dancer is all about telling stories through dance.
Moss, what is contemporary dance?
It's a move away from the more formal styles of movement.
Moss, can you give us an example of how you would make a physical movement out of, say, that design there, the kōwhaiwhai?
This particular one that you're pointing at is called the pūhoro design. So how I would interpret that design, okay, I might trace it through the air and make a piece of movement which creates a shape and a movement in space. It's just as simple as that, you know?
That is really cool.
And I mean, just like a painter, you know, would just, you know, with his brush, you know, I mean, I've just got arms and feet and head and a shoulder, and, you know, so I try and find different ways that I'm gonna, you know, interpret this design. You know?
Oh my goodness,
So-
that is so cool. And is most of your work related to telling stories about your Māori heritage?
Yeah, it is. The second way that I do it is then I say, hey, what does it make you think about? Someone might say, oh, I was sitting at the table with my kuya when I was 8 years old and they showed me this picture of this pūhoro and they told me a story about how it related back to who I was, and I might say, okay, well, why don't you sit at the table and listen to your grandmother tell the story as she drinks the tea, and then you're moving around and all your story is telling a story about who you are as well as describing the design at the same time.
Well, I've seen you do it. Do you think you could teach me a few moves? I'm scared.
Okay, cool. Let's learn the kōrī design. So I want you to get your arms, yeah, and I want you to trace, yeah, your fingers over the top. There we go, simple, yeah. So you sort of see a kōrī coming through space.
Yeah.
Kōrī through space, yeah. And I'm gonna bring another kōrī back the other way. Yeah. You're gonna wrap the kōrī around your body, yeah. And then we're gonna open it up. Kapai. That's it, yeah. Now we'll just finish off. Double kōrī with the arms, and then we'll do an axe chop over the top like that.
Extra. Well, thank you so much for showing me how you express who you are through your heart, soul, and your body. I've had a blast.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
See you back at the house.
Giving him all the aroha.
Make him feel loved.
He's coming. Feel
Make
good.
him feel loved.
What are you guys doing? I'm not dead.
Sam, we love you.
No!
Hey! Sam! You gotta stay bad! You gotta stay bad! Remember, you're meeting LMNB! Badass rockers like you! Gotta stay bad! Don't let them get you! Just smile it on! Smile it, that's it!
You're like a
smile
brother
it.
to us. We can understand how times can get so difficult.
Pacific Beach Street.